years ago, when I first tried to meditate, it was a complete disaster because I could not sit still for more than 15 or 20 minutes before I started to feel like I would literally go crazy. And the reason, I think, more than anything, was because when I closed my eyes to try and concentrate on a mantra, I realized, up to my horror, that my mind was just all over the place, and it was so incredibly active. It just wouldn't give me any peace. And so I tried, I think, 3 or 4 times and then gave up. But happily, that night when I went home, I had a lucid dream and had a radical awakening via a transmission of energy that I was given in the dream. And, oftentimes I do get emails from clients and from friends and from people who watch any episodes on my channel here on YouTube, and they lament the same issue, that they don't know how to meditate, or they can't meditate, and it makes them feel like a bit of a failure. And I know I can really relate, because I felt that way too. But the thing that I always say and always point people back to is, forget the formal seated meditation. If it doesn't feel comfortable, or it doesn't feel like it has any value, or that you have any success with it, however you'd measure success, just forget all of that, and instead look up at the sky and connect in with nature. Sit outside and feel into the silence that emanates from nature and from everything around you. And of course, here in the Bahamas, it's very easy to do, because we can see the sky. I realize that in some cities it's even hard to see a huge expanse of sky because of the tall buildings, but certainly here in the Bahamas we have the privilege of being able to look up and see the sky. And of course, we're surrounded by the beauty of nature, certainly in the palm trees, which I absolutely love. But whether it's a palm tree or an oak tree or an elm tree or a fir tree, or wherever you are in the world, whatever vegetation is native to where you're living, you can connect in the same way. As you can see behind me, there's some really beautiful palm trees, and just watching the movement of them is so exquisite, because what I do is I will sit and watch and feel into that movement, in the same way that I'm listening to and paying attention and feeling into my own felt sense with respect to the physical body. So what you can do is you can sit, under a tree or near a tree, and just watch the leaves blowing, or the branches moving in the breeze, and have this felt sense that those palm fronds, or those branches of, at the elm tree or oak tree, are within you. You as the limitless self, the supreme self, which includes everything and everyone in nature and in the world. So you can see the movement right now in these palm fronds behind me. And even in the movement and the clicking sound that you'll often hear with the palm trees, you can get this felt sense of silence, this felt sense of calmness that is your true nature. So nature itself is always pointing us back to the self, because everything is contained, everything is one self or one energy or one awareness, one consciousness. You can call it what you like. The important thing is to connect in and feel that within your own being, and to not place parameters around what you think meditation should look like, or the results that you should be getting when you sit to meditate. You really don't have to do that. You can take a walk in nature and just listen. Even in a, in a busy city street, on a busy city street, you can walk along and be present and pay attention and listen to the silence that arises within your own being, and really feel it as a pulsation of presence, because that is who and what you are. The Supreme Self expressing as an individual person, in the same way that the palm trees behind me are the one self or one consciousness expressing as palm trees. And you really feel it. If you pay attention, you really feel it. And moving into that feeling space is a portal or a doorway into the recognition that you're not separate from anyone or anything. There's truly only the one self. So I was inspired to share that with you today, because it's such an absolutely exquisitely beautiful day here on Paradise Island in the Bahamas. And this beauty is freely available if we have the eyes to see. So that's my little pointing today. I hope this helps. As always, if you want to leave a message or a comment below, feel free to do so. If you want to reach out, you can find me at the links below, and you can also find me on juliehoyle.org or via my books on Amazon. So take it easy, be well, enjoy the rest of the weekend, and that's all from me for now.